Yeah, the boys are very disappointed, as we all are and as our supporters are. So, we have to get back up. We've got a huge game against the best team in the competition, a side on top of the ladder in 8 days' time. So the boys have to get up, and that's why they're AFL footballers, because they need to be resilient and cope with performances like that and get better from them.
You spoke obviously a lot in pre-season about improvement, and all you wanted to do was improve. Where did you see that one?
That was pretty disappointing, particularly before half-time. But, improvement happens over a season. I don't think you want to categorise it into one game or a half or a quarter. You wouldn't have said we've improved that much if you watched purely tonight. But there are elements of the game tonight, particularly after half-time, that we're very happy with. But there are obviously elements in the first half that we weren't. So it's a work in progress, and we're going to keep working at it.
What was most disappointing about the first half?
I think our inability to get the ball back off Hawthorn when they won it back off us. Hawthorn have been known for a side that uses the ball very well. Hard to get the ball back off them. But, we didn't, particularly the second quarter, we just didn't look like getting it back off them. And they opened us up. Once they had a couple of possessions, they opened us up through the middle of the ground. So that was the most disappointing side.
Were you satisfied on the effort?
I was satisfied in the second half with the effort. I reckon effort's an easy thing to criticise when you look at the game. And I look at the guys that come back from Perth 2 6-day breaks. This is the game we identified as being the toughest game for the year because of that reason. And all our running loads and workloads out of this last 2 weeks showed they've been the poorest in the last 2 weeks. And I think there's a couple of reasons for that. I was more disappointed with some structural things rather than effort tonight.
So what the forward line at the moment just looks like a real mess. Are you any sort of closer to getting that function?
Well, when you move the ball the way we did and you allow them to have 2 players behind the ball, then that doesn't seem to work. And there are reasons why that happened. But it's not a forward. You can't blame the forward line for the way we totally played. We didn't get the entries in the first quarter. We didn't enable our forwards to go for the ball in the first quarter. And Hawthorn had some good players there that cut the supply off for us. I'm not sure what the entries were in the second quarter, but our forwards did not see much of the ball, particularly in the first 20 minutes of the second quarter. So I wouldn't put the blame solely on them. They've got a part to blame, but not all of it. We certainly lacked running ability compared to Hawthorn. There's no doubt Hawthorn outran us for the whole game. And it's a bit of a trend for the last 4 weeks. There's no doubt that our running capability isn't of the teams we've played, and that is a concern. Yeah.
So you go into the 3 rucks, was that, in retrospect, the season so that obviously work for you. They had no experience in that moment. So it was an unbalanced sort of.
I don't think it was. No, I don't think that's totally the reason. I just don't think our players at the moment have the capability to be able to run with the best sides in the competition. And I don't think it's exclusively the 3 tools. Job's strained his other hamstring from the one he did last time, so it's not a repeat. He'll miss 3 weeks. David Myers has strained his hamstring. He'll probably miss 3 weeks. And Sam Lonergan has torn his medial ligament in his knee. And it looks at the moment like it's the season, but he hasn't seen a surgeon yet. So, it looks at the moment like a surgeon. We'll wait and see.
Given the circumstances of the loss, does that almost hurt the guys more to see their captain out again and to play a possible season over all that sort of stuff? I mean, is that sort of play really
not a great night. Not a great night, but we'll bounce back. I've got no doubt we'll bounce back. We'll work hard during the week. We'll learn from that game. And we're a work in progress across our whole football club. We need to reinvent our football club from a football point of view, from the head to the toe, and that's what we're doing at the moment. That's what this year was about. We're going to reinvent it. We're going to put new people in. We're going to make our football club learn to be an AFL club again from a football point of view. And we're going to have some disappointments, and tonight's as disappointing as we've had along the journey. There's no doubt that sitting in the box halfway through the second quarter, you get pretty frustrated, you get pretty disappointed, but we're going to learn from it. We're going to get better.
You would have had a sense pre-game of the mood, and did you feel like everyone was on and you were very right?
Yeah, that's the thing about footy. We commented that we thought our preparation in terms of the way, not so much the training, because we weren't able to train this week. It was 2 6-day breaks. It was just almost impossible to train. with the way the guys are feeling in the soreness. But in terms of the mood in the rooms, we were very confident that we were going to get a good performance. Now, that didn't happen.
Just what you said about that running over the past 4 weeks and exercise in that area, has that sort of changed since early in the season? Is there a reason for that?
I think early in the season you're able to probably cover that a little bit better. But yeah, there's no doubt at the moment we don't think that our running ability and our ability to cover the ground has been as good as our opponents. Early in the year, we sensed a bit of that, but we're able to get away with it for several reasons.
Do you think it's more just the players have got
I know we just need to keep working with our players. I mean, we just need to keep working to give them the ability to do that, and that's what we'll do over the course of this year and next year, and we'll work with those players. We think they've got the capability of doing it. We just don't think they're there yet.
Would you say you were able to get away with it for several reasons? Are those reasons changes to your personnel or changes the way sides are approaching?
Probably changed the way sides were playing against us, yeah.
Are you now sort of reassessing the start to the season? Because, I mean, the view externally seemed to be that you guys got off to a real fly. I'm wondering now whether people are looking at it and thinking it had more to do with the fitness each you had rather than having actually made a football progression.
No, I don't agree with that statement at all. We're not reassessing it. You just look at a whole year in totality, and no one can take those 5.5, the 5 wins away from us. And we will continue to improve and try and win every game that we're playing in. So, no, I don't think we're reassessing the start of the year at all.
I'll just ask you one about Ryder too.
Yep.
Is it getting to a point with him where he's going to have to go back?
No, not necessarily. I'm not sure why Paddy Ryder seems to be it was Brent Stanton 6 weeks ago, and it's Paddy Ryder now, and it was Dustin Fletcher 3 weeks ago. You can't blame one player for a performance like that. Paddy didn't have a great night, but the ball wasn't coming in the way I would have liked it coming as a forward either. And when you're outnumbered 1 on 3, it's pretty hard to win that contest.
You're satisfied with that he's competing?
I'm satisfied with certain elements of Paddy's game, yeah.
do you think he looks like he's lacking confidence at the moment, though? Just stand back?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't think it's a confidence thing. I mean, Paddy had 10 shots at goal between the Fremantle and North Melbourne game. Had 10 shots at goal. Now you don't lack confidence if you're able to have that many shots at goal in 2 games of football. So tonight wasn't a great night, but I wouldn't be pinning the way we played on Paddy Ryder. Thanks, guys.